Hello, folks, and welcome back to Sim Airport. There's been a couple changes that have taken place that I did offline. Mainly, we started, I think our last video was like day 42 or 50, somewhere in there. We're at day 60. And basically, the only thing I did was accumulate money. I paid off our entire loan that we had last time, so you can take a look. There's no current loan. Our credit report is very good. We can see it's a 768. And the only thing that we're missing is airport value. Which I don't understand this one. Revenues adjustment, it's 15%, and that just takes away almost $2 million from our overall value. Whatever. What else did we do? I don't think we really did anything. I bought a lot more fuel, and the reason for that is that, one, fuel got cheaper, but also, it's one of those services that I want to offer to more airlines, especially as we prepare for extra large gates. We're going to need to have fuel services on point. So I think our goal today is going to be twofold. One, I want to buy this land down here and potentially one more past it, depending on how much we can fit in. But this runway is going to be for big old planes. I want to get big old planes on there and then set up another parallel one after that. We're going to have, I think, just two for the big old planes, and then we'll build a terminal inside the remaining area that we have there. And hopefully that will be enough. We'll also have to set up a new drop-off and pickup area, a new baggage area. We have a lot to do, and that will kind of wrap us up here. There's a lot of things I want to do with this airport as far as airport design and things that I thought about over time. What I'd really like to do is either set up this going out farther, number one. I think 3 is not out far enough. I think we could probably put 5 going all the way out and kind of build on that way and get a lot more gates. Or what we can also do is we could tunnel underground, have people go underground, and have them go along here, because there are these things called walkways. So moving walkway, they transport people really fast, and what we're able to do with that is we can set up like an island of terminal stuff over here, have them go through basically just a security and check-in airport or building, and then have go out to lines of buildings. Kind of like if you've ever been to Atlanta, it's just basically rows of giant rectangles in a row, and then there's tarmac in between. That's kind of what you could do with that. There's lots and lots of stuff we can do, but let's first start off with purchasing some land and make sure we get all that stuff set up, and then we'll figure out where we need to go from there. So let's take a look at this. We're going to demolish the fence that we know is going to be there. So we have this fenced area here. It's going to go out to that. That will be just fine. And then I'm going to speed up the game here a little bit. I'm hoping that we can get to 240. Oh, we're going to be just one short. I could build this on up here and get to 240, which is what I probably am going to do. And then we'll be in much better shape with what I'm hoping we can do here. We are down to about 2.6 million, which is more than enough for some of the things we're going to do and not enough for others. And we'll get there with those other pieces here. But we're going to add that on like so. This guy's going to come over here and like that. And I suppose we could get rid of this area here if we wanted to. It's not really necessary to have anymore, but whatever. What's the problem? Oh, it's just under construction. Yeah. Okay. Not a big deal. Other than that, our airport is functioning and doing well. Oh, one other thing I added was the stairwell right here. I noticed that we only had one stairwell going, or escalator, should I say, going downstairs. So when we have a bunch of planes coming in like we will right now, where we're going to fill up all but this kind of overflow spot, we have a lot of people coming down, and it's very helpful to have multiple spaces. Because you see, they are waiting when giant groups of people get there. They do wait. So it's nice to have an additional spot they can go. But you can see these planes are leaving super early, like an hour and a half early, hour and 20 minutes early. They're doing the work and getting out of there, which is exactly what I want them to do. If we take a look here, we still have this under construction. That's fine. We have our fuel. We've already used up 6% of our fuel. And speaking of fuel, we play with the price a little bit. $1.61. We're still making money on that. Even if the fuel price goes up, we can adjust. But what's more important here is we have recurring order. And what that does, it's going to fill up the fuel tank entirely. So if I go in here and I want to go to fuel services and I want to buy fuel, the max fuel that we can get there is, I mean, it's a lot. It's $2.2 million to fill up that tank. So it's a hefty investment to put in there if we had just that tank. Luckily, we have more, so it's not a big deal. And we're not a super big airport, and we have planes like this stupid thing that are not filling up our gas tanks or anything like that. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's see. Do we have upgrade? Oh, okay. Keeps all the upgrades that we already have. That's awesome. And now that runway should be functioning and open. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to demolish this pathway here. And if we really wanted to, I guess we could also demolish this. I don't think that's what I want to do, but we could. It'd be fun. Just look at logistically. They come down, go through there or there. Now, we're going to leave it like that, I think, for right now. All right. I'm going to slow the game down just a touch. And let's go in and start looking at what this is actually going to entail as far as construction goes. So, we're going to have an extra large gate. I'm planning on 2 of them. In theory, you could put another one over here if we wanted to. That's kind of a fun idea. Let's plan that out. We'll put the taxiway in there, the planning. I like the taxiways because they all are proportional to the size of the gates. So this is a 3x3. The smaller ones are 2x2. But we have that part set up. Now we can go in and add our foundational work in. Ooh. Okay, so that's not going to work there because it's causing problems with us not being able to build our foundation there. So we're going to get rid of all of that. That's also going to give us a spot to put our baggage area. And while it's getting deleted, I still can't build there. All right, but we're going to have a pretty big old building here because we have a lot of people we need to serve. If these are going to be dealing with planes, and let's go into our service here and find a company that runs big planes. So like that carries 240 people. 747 carries 240 people. So just in this area alone, potentially we have just lots of people. So we need to make sure we get that addressed and taken care of properly. I don't know if we'll do that fully here, but we're hoping to. I'm also going to go in with our fences. Not yet. I do want to kind of change some of this fencing so that it's over here, but we'll figure that out as we have some time here. All right, so now I can build my foundation. I'm gonna make this kind of long and skinny just so that we can kind of hopefully figure out some other pathways to do stuff here momentarily. This area here is going to be our kind of initial setup, and then we have to build the second story still. So we spent a lot of money just to build that foundation. In theory, let's take a look here. In theory, we could put on another extra large gate right there. It's still green even though it's not on the thing. And then we could have another one there. And that would be, we could put one there, and we can't, or, I mean, we could really fill this thing up if we wanted to. I'm not going to do that, but we could if we wanted to. So let's go ahead and see what this all entails. This bottom floor is mainly going to be just for baggage area. And then the second floor, and we might do check-in as well. And then they'll go upstairs to get to security. I think that's the plan. I think that's how I want to play this. All right, well, let's go over into utilities while we're doing all this. We'll set up our baggage conveyor, which is going to exist right there. That's at least close enough. And then we need to have, oh, hold on. Let's cancel that project. Let's go with a hangar first. I want my large hangar to go right there, and then we should be able to put on our baggage conveyor. So utilities, baggage depot, there we go. Okay. I think that will work better. And we could put another smaller one over here for the bigger planes usually are going to need gas. So we'll get that all set up here shortly as well. Delivery zone is full. Awesome. Can I add on another delivery zone? No, we can only have one. Okay. All right, let's try doing this. Let's go into our zones, and we're going to clear out this zone. Even though grandma's there, we're going to clear it out. All right, and then we're going to have another delivery area. And that's going to be this whole spot. All right, and hopefully they'll start dropping off there. Why can't we drop off there? They'll figure it. There you go. They figured it out. But hopefully that will help us out in the massive amount of construction that we're going to be doing here. We're going to hire a few more people, I think, to help us out. 20's not enough. Let's bring that up to 40. And that costs us $1,000 an hour. We're making $444,000 a day, so I'm okay spending a little bit of money to do basic stuff like that. If we added on that second one, that's going to be a problem, I think. So what I might do here is we'll have check-in kind of be on one side, or they go down this corridor and go down the check-in, go to security, then they can come upstairs, maybe? I don't know. I haven't really thought that much about what we're doing here with this one. We'll figure it out. It will be fun. But I do need to get a handle on this sooner rather than later. So let's go in here and remove that. And we're going to get rid of this too. We're just going to put that fence down there, and then we can get rid of all of this. I think. Oh no, we'll figure it out. This does take a little while to build all this stuff on. But while they're building, doing their thing, let's review some of our work here and see what we've done. So if you take a look at our credit report, it's doing great. Our airport value is actually all right. It is still at that 15%. It's weird. I don't understand it. See, we've just outlaid a ton of cash. And this one here, did back on day 47. That's when I start really paying down that loan. Oh no, day 47 is when we took out that loan to be able to do what we did in our last video. So we've really spent a ton of cash here, and that's okay because we're hoping that that's going to allow us to make this an actual functional airport. You can see that our crew here is doing their job. Let's add on 10 more. So we'll go in, add them on. So now we have 50 construction workers. That sounds totally reasonable, right? I am nervous about adding on potentially 2 more gates here. And if we extended this down, 3. Mainly just because this is not a big area and it could cause some problems. But let's go in and make sure that we have all of this initial stuff set up. And then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. We're going to put an outdoor gate up there. And then we could add on a fence. Because basically it really is going to bother me that this area here is not in line with the rest of it. So we're going to make sure it all gets in line. Oh no, this is going to be the most urgent of projects. We need to do that first. So this one is going to be B2 and this one's actually going to be B3. Because I'm assuming I'm going to put B1 over here and maybe eventually, possibly, we'll put another one over there. What we could also do is we can make some remote terminals. So if you look here and we go into remote, you can see there's a whole bunch of remote terminals or areas where we can just hook it up here and we could have, I mean, this should not work because it's at the end of a runway, but we could theoretically have one there. And then you need these remote bus pickups that have to be connected to the ground floor of a building. So there's some interesting possibilities there, especially as you build bigger airports and get to do more kind of fun things with this game. There are definitely some cool possibilities in there. I'm going to leave all of that as is, I think, for right now. Oh, we have the first floor built. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and build the second floor now. So we'll go back to foundation. And that's amazing that we can afford that flat out. We still have some cash left over. That's awesome. All right, so that's all built. We can demolish this area. Nope, I have to go back down the first floor. So we'll demolish all of that stuff. Then I can go in and demolish this fence. This game does not have like changeable scroll speeds, which is kind of annoying. And we'll dismantle that gate. All right. One of the other things I was thinking about here was we have 10 gates and only 5 baggage terminals. This entire area could get moved up in here somewhere, and it wouldn't be a big deal. By the same token, we could actually have a pathway go down here. It could either be above or below ground, doesn't really matter, but they could be able to reach different areas. And the reason why I say that is because if you look at our passenger thing, we have 94% are approving, but we have 106 people who have connections. So they actually are able to go between planes. So they'll stay in our terminal and go on to a different plane. If that plane happens to be in this terminal, they have to leave this one, go outside, go back through security, and go through all that. We could provide them a secure exit or pathway to get back and forth. The problem with doing that is that if they kind of just sometimes let me explain it this way. Sometimes people will just come in here and then they'll just start wandering around, and they'll be over here when their plane is up here and it's getting ready to leave and it's waiting on them. So I choose not to have that because 106 people with connections on an airport that at the current time has over 4,000 people who have successfully left and 4,000 people who have successfully arrived. It's just not a big number on what we're doing here. All right. So that's all getting built. Let's go into flooring. And let's pause it real fast. I want to figure out what we're going to do here. Do I want to have them go in? So we can add a door here real fast. A large sliding door can go right there, and we'll have an exit one right there. That's all well and good, not a big deal. Then what do I want to have? Do I want to have a wall here where this is going to be all baggage claim? It's really only going to be 2 to 4 spots, and it's all going to be connected to just that one. We can actually assign these to those guys for right now. Or by the other side, do I build it like I've done before, where they come in, they go through ticketing, go through security, and then come upstairs? Do I have them go down this big hallway? Basically, I'd have this pathway go like this. Ticketing would be over here. They go back through security and then head upstairs. And then there'd be an area for people to come downstairs. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I like that idea better. So that's what I'm going to kind of do. And we're going to add double doors to everything, because I like those too. No, those ones, no. One of the most annoying things in this game is if you misclick doors, even though they're not built, it removes the wall for whatever reason. You cannot change that. You cannot do anything about it. It's just what it is. And I find it horribly frustrating. So this is going to come down here. And I'm going to put it there for right now. We're going to go into planning and figure out exactly what we want to do. So we're going to go into ticketing. And one of the dangers of actually doing this right now is that people can come in and try to go to these ticket desks and then come back. It's incredibly frustrating. Some of the pathfinding for the AI parts of this, or the logic they use, is just dumb and annoys me greatly. All right, so utilities, we'll have a conveyor going a downward transition. And I can put that right there. Fantastic. Then we can add on our ticketing desk. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the max you can have connected to a single one. So we'll do that. Boom, 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 and boom. That's all still being constructed and built, which is just fine. Once we have that area built, we have to do a baggage hub. So we'll put that right there. And then we're going to need another one, but I need to figure out where that's going to be before we do it. And again, I just want big planes. I want to see a big plane. That's all I really care about right now is big planes. And by big planes, I mean the largest of commercial planes that we have available to us. We're going to assign some vehicles, so we'll add on another baggage cart or 2. And then we'll add on some fuel trucks as well. And those guys are going to go just get filled up as is right now. And you can see that does impact our capacity. So we were at 100% because it was overnight. Now we're using up that capacity. Each one of those trucks holds roughly 5% or so of this. Actually, it's going beyond that, looks like. And we already have our first customer of the day with fuel trucks, which is great. There's another customer over there. Awesome. If we go into our finances here and take a look at our... Nope. There, profit loss. And we go to day 61. Fuel. We had $447,000 of income from selling fuel. It cost us $428, so we made 18 grand. Fuel is just much more expensive right now, so we're going to bump that price up, which again is going to impact how many people are going to do it. We're expecting 7 flights, where before we had a lot more, but that's because we were essentially charging market rate for those. All right. Let's go over here and go to our ticketing area here. We'll throw on some kiosk. Again, there's going to be a lot of big planes here. So we need to make sure we are able to handle all of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. I think this will be big enough to handle 2 to 4 gates, which is what the expected thing for this is. All right. So then we're going to go into security and do all of that. This gets all kinds of complicated real fast. Let me cook a little bit here and figure out what the heck I want to do. So we're going to go with large sliding doors, 1 and 2. We need some gate agents. So 1, 3 is really the max you need, I think, for most of these. And they should auto assign. Then we're going to go down here to security. We need an ID checker stand. I want to build a little wall here as well. Because we're going to put in a bathroom real fast. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. All right, so toilet stalls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. We go with sinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh God. No. Cancel that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll add on our toilet stalls again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm purposely not zoning any of these things quite yet because people will come and start using them for whatever reason and it will ruin everything. It just causes mass chaos in this game and I don't understand it. So we're going to add on our big old sliding doors. Actually, yeah, we'll keep that one. This one's going to go right there, and then we'll put a wall in between because it will look nicer. And then we can start adding in our ID checker stands. 4 is what we're going to go with. We'll add on some remote bag scanners. Do we want to go this way? Whoa. I don't think so. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Add on some metal detectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep this wall going for now. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we can have our escalators going up. and our escalator going down. And once it gets built, you can see that it shows that little green thing there. We'll switch direction once they're built. This area is kind of dead space right now. So maybe we'll add a little wally wall, and this can be, I don't know, electrical room or something. Does that work? Needs to be 4x4. Heck yeah, there we go. We can throw a staff door on there. And add on our PA system, which will look like that. And then we have this big open area right here, which will, I don't know, be offices or something. Maybe a kitchen. I don't know what it's going to be, but we'll figure it out. We'll also add in a moving walkway here. You can see these things are like crazy expensive, but they're super cool. So we're gonna build one. We'll build two. There we go. So once you get in the door, you just get whisked away to our ticketing area, and then you need to go do whatever floats your boat. All right, let's add on our floors here. This is all completely unnecessary to do. I really dig this part of like games like this where you just get to kind of do some fun little things, and I dig it. All right, so let's take a look here. It's kind of this tannish color. I'm not digging that right now. I want this one to be very visually different. So let's go in. I don't want carpet. Stone. Let's go with stone O2B. We're going to do that, and that's going to take up the entire arrivals area. Will be that. All right. And then they'll go upstairs, and we have all of that. And then this is all going to be baggage claim. It's a lot, but there's a method to my madness, and just bear with me. What I'm thinking of doing is putting the baggage area over here, but this is all going to be shops that they have to go through. They don't have the option. They have to go through all those shops to get out of this airport, is my plan. So let's go over into utilities. We'll add our baggage from below, and I have to look at the other one to see which way they actually feed from everything. All right, so this one is, all right, that's what I want. I want them to come down like that and to go in from there. Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna space these out a little bit more because we have a little bit more space to do that with. So that's from 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. When we go down to the level below, we can see that that's all set up there. We'll get our baggage hub in there eventually. I'm not sure why is there space there? Oh God. Oh God. Okay. I'm so bad at this. 1, 2. That's correct, right? There we go. All right. 1, 2. There we go. Okay. It would really bother me if they're not spaced properly. Like, it really bother me. We'll eventually assign that a security area. We'll eventually assign that all the PA stuff that we need. It'll all get there. Just going to take a little bit of time to do its thing. Windows. We'll get all that put in all the way through here because who doesn't like looking at airplanes? So we'll do all of that work. We'll even add it onto the front because why not? All right, upstairs is still a void of space, which is fine. We have the potential for another gate here and another gate there, which tells me this area over here is going to be great for bathrooms. It's going to be great for a kitchen, and then we can build out all of the things that they're going to do. I'm still focused on this baggage area, just a touch. Especially because what we could do, again, I'm not going to play that long for this, but we could expand this out and build this whole area out and build significantly more large terminals and do all the things. I'm still a little worried this is undersized for what we need, and if it is, we have this area to build into, or we can push this wall out and do more, but that's kind of what we need to do. So let's go ahead and add in, we need a secure exit here just in case. So what can happen is people can come in here, check in, and go through security and potentially leave if they needed to. But it's still all within that secured area, which is what we're looking for. Again, sector display, now, where's security? There it is. So none of that's protected right now because we don't have that identified as a secure area, but it will be shortly enough. All right, so we have those. Let's go in and figure out exactly where they're going to come downstairs. So escalator up is going to go, we're going to put it right in there. And escalator down is going to go right there. And the reasoning behind that is just that we can control the flow of traffic and get people to go where we need them to be. So we're going to separate that by 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. They're going to come out here. They have to go up here. That's all going to be a secure exit. We'll get that all built in. And then from there, we can build shops and whatever else we might need for the rest of this without any real, hopefully, concerns or problems. All right, so this one is going to be going up if they need to. I don't know why they would, but we can. This wall here is super important once we get that all set up and established. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. So what is that? Extinguish. Any fire airport with a simple... We don't have fires at the airport. It's not a thing built into this game. I've never seen that before. That annoys me greatly because this game has so much potential to be more. And it just falls flat on lots of things. And I don't get it. What were we looking for? Stores. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. They need to be... Is it 5 by 5? Yeah. All right, let's do this. So I'm just going to set these up to be like that, and then I can go into none. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, and they're all about the same size. All right, then we can go into construction, or excuse me, objects, retail. Let's get a cash register in all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is kind of evil, by the way, but I love it. I really love that we have, they have to go through all of this stuff. It's stupid, and I know it's stupid, but I love it. And none of this will be stocked right away, which is fine. All right, so we have that. We have our candy one. Oh, nope. Cancel, 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 cancel. These are the ones that are clearly meant to be against the wall. And then these guys can go wherever. Okay. Clothing display. Sure. All right. What else do we have? Jewelry. Yeah, of course. Who doesn't go to the airport to look for jewelry? All right, we got that, and then that one is going to exist there. Sure. All right, makeup. I'm not expecting this store to sell as much as the others because it's well out of the way of everything else. Although I could build walls to kind of direct people where I want them to be. It's kind of a little evil. I love it. All right, pharmacy is going to go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not that one. Sorry. All right, so we can... And then the pharmacy display. Cancel that, cancel that. This is the minutia of this game that infinitely fascinates me. And I don't know why, but I absolutely love doing this dumb stuff in this game. Like, the game does not care at all about how I lay out these stores. But I care. And I think it looks neat when you get everything spaced in a certain way. It's beyond dumb. I know it's beyond dumb. Leave me alone. It's just what I like. All right. We have all of that. And then we have one store area left over. What do we do with that leftover store area? I don't know. Let's add on another bookstore. Every airport needs lots of bookstores. All right, so that's all there. Then what I can do is I can take a wall. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it down like so. And put a large sliding door coming out of there. Okay. That all looks fun. Then we can go in with our flooring and add on floors. You're leaving our airport, so we don't really care about what you think of it. Although the store area does need to have, it needs to feel expensive. It needs to feel like we did something special. And then you can leave all of that. All right, so that's all going to go into place. You can see we're getting our floors put in. Those are fancy looking floors. This whole area. Let's go with just a light stone here. Cover all of that for right now. We'll surround this whole thing in windows. And get that set up. And maybe we'll even add some vending machines over here. All I'm really trying to avoid right now, that's the most dangerous thing I've done in a while here. Mainly because people may come down and do stuff. Look at all of these deliveries. That's so much fun. Whee! Look at all of them going and do their thing. Oh, it's because we're delivering all that stuff. Okay, cool. Let's go in and demolish or dismantle these walls. Excuse me. And utilities, we'll add on our baggage hubs. So 1 and 2. And I think we're going to be able to serve all of this stuff like that. It's going to be a little messy, but I think we'll be okay. Let's dismantle this wall here. And then these are going to be, let's see, what are you? Well, we'll deal with that later. Hey, look at that. I built a baggage hub and it didn't pop up over here. I think it's because we have a large hangar in the way, but whatever. I'll take it. Happy about it. We have even less flights taking that fuel because we increased the price. So let's drop the price a little bit because the price of fuel has dropped. And that will basically double the amount of planes that are looking for it. See? There they are. All right, let's go in here and just get some of the foundational stuff set up. So we have that. That's going to come across like that. So that's going to come down this one. You're going to come down that one. And then we have to have the one that's on the outside go over and connect to these other guys. Okay, that's not a big deal. That should be relatively easy to do. I just need to get the actual things in place to do it. And again, we're moving along here. It takes a little time to get all this stuff set up. And I spent far too much money and our workers are spending far too much time getting all of these connected. But it should make it a better experience overall once we get a little bit farther in here. Again, my major concern is this. It's only 4. Oh, I need the remote stands here. So the remote security guard can go right there. And that can control those 3. The reason why I say that is over here we have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And then we have a mountain. Like an absolute crap ton of stuff over here. Uh-oh, we got a runway down. Yep, that one's closed. Open. And also open. Okay, maintenance obviously takes priority. And it will come back into place and we'll be in good shape. You can see it is an involved thing to get. You have to go all the way down this long pathway, then through security, then up the stairs to even access the second level of this building, which is, it's fine. I'm okay with it. Just something that we're going to need to pay attention to a little bit more here. We are also going to add on a drop-off area here, a pickup area here, and a new train station over here. That's just stuff we need to do still. Speaking of stuff we need to do still, all of the things up here need to be done. So let's go in and see if we can start getting some of this set up. So I want to, again, we're not playing this long term. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I really wish I could just click, hold, and drag. That would be so nice. Then we add our toilet stalls over. Boom, 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 and boom. Our walls. We got. Why can't I build a wall there? Why? Oh, because we have that. Okay. Now I should be able to. This game is super weird sometimes with what it allows you to do and what it doesn't allow you to do depending on what's happening. Like we were still finishing those floors, which is why it would not allow me to put those other things into place. So let's go back to construction floors. We'll get the same floors we have for all of our bathrooms and put those in there. All right, so and these are giving us error messages. Like this no longer is giving us stuff. This is giving us error messages because it requires a secure area and it needs to be secured by a security area, which makes sense. We just haven't done that yet. All right, let's go back to our other area here and see if we can steal a kitchen design. So let's go over, and when we go into build, there is a clone tool right there. It's just a stamp. Let's copy all of that. And we'll move on down here. And I'm going to put that right there. And then we can expand that kitchen out just a touch. This is a very large area for 2 gates. We will have more gates. It's a very large area for what we have right now. We're going to dismantle that. What type of floors do we use there? I don't even know. They look nice. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Alright, we're not going to play guessing games. We're just going to get this one and make this the floors for this kitchen. And then we're probably just going to copy this cafe, quite honestly. Maybe not. Maybe we will. I don't know. Well, yeah, let's just copy it. We're trying to move things along here. So we're going to copy that whole area. Oh, I didn't realize our cafe didn't come out all the way there. That's interesting. Alright, let's move down here and rotate that over. There we go. That actually worked out pretty nice. This will be our, what, our 4th kitchen? Jeez. Alright, and then we're going to go into objects and comfort. And we're going to add on a whole bunch of stuff here. And my goal here is to build one of these that is immaculate, and then we can just copy and paste it across all of our stuff. Again, these are all going to take on a whole bunch of people, so they need to be pretty solid. Alright, so let's get bins set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And then decorations, objects, decor. There we go. Cool. And then what I should be able to do is just go into clone tool, select all of that stuff, and just plop it in over here. There we go. This whole area still needs more stuff, but we'll deal with that down the road here. I'll probably put in another bathroom area. So let's go back to the clone tool. We'll grab all of that. And we're going to throw that directly in line with that stuff. And then over in our not retail cafe. Is it retail? Yeah, I guess it is. All right. We can have our coffee area here. Desserts can go right there. Look at that fitting in beautifully. And then we can throw a big old bar over here. All right, so those all look good. Let's go with our call out area. Not big enough or good enough yet. So we'll go into PA system, two-way stuff. And I can turn this on while I'm building, correct? Yes, I can. There we go. And then we're going to go with one-way speakers for this way because it doesn't make sense to put them anywhere else. And then that area is basically covered in. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Vending-wise, we'll get some more vending machines up here. Nope, nope, nope. That one's in the wrong spot. I'll throw some garbage bins in there. And as far as decor goes, we're going to throw in some of these little decorative... For whatever reasons, these things, like, blow up the space. Like, once it gets built, watch what happens when this thing gets built. It's the most glorious thing in this game. It's stupid, but I love it. Look at this. Look at what happens. Look at the space that this thing covers just by existing. It's glorious. It's the dumbest thing ever. Info, we're kind of a little short on there. So we'll fix that. There we go. We'll throw an info board over here as well, as long as right in there. There we go. Look, you can even get information about your flight. Nice and easy. Let's turn that off. Let's get some more bins in here. So there's one. There's one. Awesome. Okay. I'm happy with all of that. We need to assign this to that spot. And we need to zone that as a cafe. And we're so close to opening this bad boy up. And we're going to assign it to that one as well. All right. This area is pretty much ready to roll. Like, we could put more seating and a whole bunch of other stuff, but if you take a look, information-wise, covered. It's beautiful. They can hear the announcements. It's not secure yet, but that's, that's beside the point. Let's jump on down here. We have to get this baggage area set up, but more importantly, we don't have it connected to anything, so we need to kind of fix all of that. So let's dismantle those spots. And we'll connect those together because it makes sense to. Then we will dismantle that stuff and that one and that one. And let's go to utilities, conveyor. All right, so that one's going to work just fine. This is going to be a consumer. Perfect. This one is going to be a consumer, and this one is going to be a hub-to-hub. Because it's going to go here and over into that. This one's going to be two-way, like so. And then we need to dismantle all of this stuff. Goodbye. We'll connect that on there. And then construction-wise, the foundation is going to exist like so. So I'm going to just build a little bit to get started with. Then we can build the rest. And we'll do that just because, why not? Alright. So we're doing our thing here. Let's go over to utilities. Hub to hub's working just fine. Oh, sorry. I had the wrong one selected. Alright, so we have that. This guy's going to come over and down, over and down, over and down, over and down. Then we need to dismantle that spot. There's going to be another wall there that needs to go bye-bye. And then we have a couple walls over here that need to go bye-bye. Mainly just those two sets there. There we go. And then we'll build this guy all the way over. Like so. Alright, and once those get connected, that should require... Oh, and it just needs a baggage claim zone. But you take a look, this guy's totally satisfied. So let's go over and set up baggage claim. Like so. Beautiful. Let's add some benches over there. Why not? Comfort. There we are. We don't want people hanging out here too long, so we're not going to make it like the nicest place. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll add on some bins and information and all the stuff we need to do. What else do we need? We'll get some two-way speakers. Why not? And then decor-wise, we'll add on some decorative bushes. And there we go. Bob's your uncle. It's beautiful. All right. Do the same thing over here. And look at that. Okay. So we have all of that. Let's connect these guys. 1, 2. We go up a level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll close that one out. And connect that one to all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Close that one out. And then we have the last one here that we need to connect that to. 1 and 2. Those are going to get connected to some more here. Because if you take a look, there's no information in this area. It looks okay, I guess. But there's no announcements. So we need to take care of that. So we're going to go with PA. Two-way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that will fit all of those. Info wise, we need to have a nice setup for these. So we're going to go in here. That will go there. That can go there. If we really wanted to, we could really flood this area. I don't think it's necessary, but we could. And then we could do something silly over here. Like that. Ooh, these add a lot of... Look at all this... Oh, nope, nope, not that one. And I'm not really spacing these out like I would like to. I'm just trying to build them in there. And it'll be okay. Let's go back down here. Connect these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, cool. That's all connected. Now we have that. Probably should put something pretty in the middle of that. That area looks nice. Announcements are covered. It's not a secure area. All right. So that's our next step here, is to get all of this secured, get all of our staffing set up. So let's go in and start trying to do that stuff. So I'm going to pause it. And this is going to open a door for lots of madness. And you'll see what I mean here. So we're going to have a little roadway come up. So it's at the corner. We're going to go one more back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to go 1 and 2 past there. And then I can come back down into the main road. Drop off is going to be from here to there. Oh no. Do I not have the additional drop-off zones researched? I don't have it, do I? Ha! Okay. We'll get that solved. Don't worry. We have other things we need to take care of in the meantime. So let's go in and add the restrooms. So that's a female restroom, and going down a level, female restroom, male restroom. Did I get that? All right, that all looks good. Security is going to be this area. And they need to be assigned, right? So we click on this, assign them to 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Staffing wise, we're hiring all the people we need for these things. All right. So they're all doing their jobs. We have these guys going up. All of that is satisfied and looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, I'm happy with all of that. We need to finish our research on here, and then once that's done, we should be able to open up this entire additional terminal, which didn't take us that long to build, honestly, for what we're doing here. And more importantly, we didn't really lose any money. If we go into our perfect ops, we're still perfect, even though they predict that we're not going to be perfect. Our airport value, for whatever reason, I don't understand what this is or why it exists, but it does. Cash flow, I mean, we spent a whole bunch on that one day when we built all the foundations, and after that, we only had one other day that was above our spending, which is great. Profit loss, we're doing fine. Oh, we need to add on another train spot here. So light rail transit is going to go right there. I think that's lined up. Cool. And then hopefully we'll be able to get the last round of stuff here set up. We'll find out. We're just waiting on that research to go. We'll add on multi-lane access and advanced ticketing. Why the heck not? We'll add on all of the things because we can afford it and it doesn't really matter. All right. So now we're going to go into our zones. Our drop-off area is going to be here. So we're going to start off at that and go out to there. And then pickups. We're going to go here and then down. Beautiful. All right. The only other things I want to add right now real fast, our first class lounge. So we're going to make that 5x10 and flight crew. And then we'll add some walls and doors and all that. All right, and then objects into comfort or is decor. Let's just find chair. All right, we'll get some nice bougie chairs in there. Get some nice tables in there. Boom, ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. And then, what else do we need? Objects, decor. Yeah, we'll get some decorative bushes and all that crap in there. And I really want to change the floors, so I'm going to do that as well. These seem like floors that should be nice and rich and taken care of, so there we go. All right. So I think we have all of the basic things we need. The core is covered. We have announcements. It's secured. And we should be good to go. Okay. So let's pause the game. We're up to 85% airline. Oh, no, we need that. We still need to do one more thing. We need to get our fuel service going with these things. Oh, I need to be on the ground floor. Okay. Upgrade fuel ports. It's going to go there. And then once we're inside of there, we need to go to our utilities and get our fuel lines, which luckily doesn't seem like it's going to be too big of a deal. All right, now we can go in and start assigning our extra large gates. You can see that our number of flights has increased dramatically, and Star Connect and Super Alliance are now part of our options. So let's see, do we have reps available to look at those airlines? Because they're not super interested in us right now. So let's open them up and let's select a rep. You are unassigned, so you're going to get assigned there. Great. And Super Alliance, we're going to select a rep. And you are unassigned, so you're going to go there. Okay, fantastic. But they fly all of the big planes. So A350, 747s, 777s, 787s. We can satisfy lots of those. You have nighttime flights. I want A380s. That's what I'm looking for right now. You don't do anything for us. Galactic Point, what do you got? 747s, A380, there we go. Okay, so we're going to accept that. And we're going to get that in. Let's just start that all the way up here. And I need you on the ground for longer. We're going to do 2.5 hours on the ground for these big planes. Because I think we need them. Alright, so Super Alliance, you had a ton of stuff for us. So we have an AM flight, and then we have a that's a, what? What plane did I just get? It's A350, beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Then we have, that's a Super Alliance. Then we have 2 afternoon flights. I basically just want to get all of the different types of planes. That's all I'm looking to do right now. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. This one we'll separate it by 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Here we go. We need some big planes for the morning. So we got 747. I need 787s. There we go. We have one there. Alright, Galactic Point, you look like you're going to be our friend right now. We only have 2 of you, but that's okay. We're going to be able to take on a whole bunch of your service. So we have 3 morning flights that are available, 1 afternoon, and 3 night times. So we'll take all the mornings. 1, 2, 3. We'll take the afternoon. Let's take a 747, and then the nighttime flight as well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna push this one more. 1, 2, 3. Oop, let me start again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Okay. I know I'm neurotic about this, but it does help out with things. Galactic Point. We could actually assign you just... That gate B3 is all yours, my friend. It is all Galactic Point all the time. So let's actually move that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we have Super Alliance, we have Galactic Point. We need 2 more nighttime flights with the big guys. Spark Jet, what do you got? Not what I need. Star Connect, what do you got? Okay, we'll take a Star Connect. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just making sure I had that right. And we need 1 more nighttime flight with a big old plane. 707 is not going to do it. Heck no, Pacific Air. No. No. Come on, no, Union Air. Come on, Airstar. Oh, there we go. 767. That will work. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. So now we have a massive run of new planes. I am going to build on, while we're doing this, I'm going to build on additional gates here with an additional taxiway there. This is going to be just as insurance, basically. So that will make more sense in a second. But basically, it's going to be an overflow. Now, it's weird because most of my overflows have been at the end of terminals. This one's at the beginning. But because of how we set this one up, where they're coming up kind of towards the end of the terminal, it makes more sense to have that away, the farthest point away from everything. So we're going to clone all of this stuff. There we go. And I think I can assign a few more of these. If I need to, I can do even more. But look, people are coming for the pickups. That's what I talked about. Like, it's weird, but people flock down from these pickup areas. Let's see, what do I still need to build? Now we need more of you guys. Okay. Let's get a slightly larger pickup zone here. I guess I should go back to the first floor. There we go. Okay. Luckily, nobody's really using the rest of this airport, which is fine. Or this terminal, should I say. Uh-oh. Forgot one thing. Our ticketing area. This all needs to be part of ticketing, right? Alright, and that's going to require more staff as well. I think. We'll find out. Or they'll fill those spots eventually. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, there they are. They're already there. Fantastic. Alright. Let's go up here. We have 4 more of these that need to have their connections. Okay, that one's full. So let's go back here. We have, yeah, we have an unassigned one here. So we're going to connect that to these guys, because it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to see all these people streaming down for no good reason. Like, what are you doing? Alright. And then I need to go into our flight management, switch over to standby gates, and this gate, which is actually going to be B1, is going to be just a standby gate. So that's going to be B1. Fantastic. And we'll see what happens here. All I want is big planes. Which we are very, very close to achieving. This is the dumbest thing ever, though. One, I need to clean this up. I need to build more terminals. The security area can go away. We could just continue that wall out, put a few more baggage claim stuff there, and be good to go. What we're waiting for right now is not for people to walk from here to there, because that's insane. What we're waiting for is the arrival of our big planes. We should be able to see all of the big planes that this game has set up and ready to go. I'm going to get rid of this planning area here, not because I don't like it, but we already have it planned out. It's okay. And if we need to, we can bump this area out a little bit to build some more security. We'll figure out if that's necessary or not here real soon. But it is nighttime. This runway is good. This one is going to be okay. And this one is just fine. So let's see what we have here. I'm interested to see when the planes land. We only have 2 gates. But basically, because of the one-way system we have on all this, you can see how we have this going this way, this going this way. This is both ways, but if they need to go to this end, they have to go all the way up, and that's fine. But if they get stuck there, there could be a couple issues that we need to sort out. But we'll figure that out as time goes on here. Let's see. We're supposed to make, with the addition of our big planes, we've only added on 2 gates of that, but we've essentially doubled our income. So we're making $850,000 a day at this point, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So hopefully we'll be there real soon. Our first plane should be arriving relatively soon. So 6:10 is the first successful one for this. This is 6 o'clock. We have guests streaming in. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. There's a lot of people streaming in. Security right now is not totally overwhelmed, but it's going to get there real soon. We still have an hour or so until planes come. All right, here comes our first look at our big planes. We got an A350 and then we got a 747 coming in. Okay, this guy needs to go away. There we go. Okay. But look at our big planes. We got big planes. Oh God, security's overwhelmed. This is why I give more time to the big planes. And I think we may need to add on an additional baggage area for this. Like another set of 5. Because these planes, man, do they use up some space and time. Look at it. It's boarding 457 people. This one is boarding, it's 100% boarded, and it's leaving 16 minutes early. Awesome. This one's leaving 13 minutes early. Okay. So our big planes have landed, and they're doing their thing. What do we got here? This is a A350 again. And then we got another 747. This is only 280. This one is 400. Goodness gracious. Okay. So clearly we have an issue with our design of our security area. So we're going to build that out a little bigger. We're actually going to build it as big as we can. And that we're just going to try to appease all of that stuff. But man, I'm so excited that we have big planes. It's the coolest. So that one is close to being ready to go. We're getting close on time. Oh, we missed one person. This one's gonna miss somebody too, isn't it? We missed 2 people on that one. Okay, security is our holdup right now, so we can fix that. That's not as big of a deal as what it could be. I'm interested to see when that builds out, does it count as security or not? Oh, it does. Previous versions of the game, that did not happen, which was incredibly frustrating. Now we get some people who don't know what the heck they're doing, so we just tell them to go home. Alright, we'll dismantle that. And then we're gonna massively expand this area out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That guy's gonna get canceled. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll get 13 in here in a second. And then metal detectors. Again, click, hold, and drag would be delightful. And then remote security station, we're going to add on 3 of those. And then once these all get built, we'll be able to add on our people and we should be okay. We don't have perfect ops for the first time. In a long time, we already got no, but we did increase our number of flights, which is, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the final ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And staffing wise, we just need to click on that, hit our green check. We have almost 100 security guards. That's shocking. That's a lot of security guards for this, but it's fine. And this is all going to be windowed areas as well. But now we can see that this flow through here is much better. Should be much easier for everybody to deal with. And we should have less people missing flights. We'll see how good and or bad that works out. Ooh, there's a A350. Again, 212 people. What's one of the fun things you can do is click on the airplane and click on highlight passengers. You can see, like, this person is way late for this plane. Well, it's actually not leaving for another hour, but it's okay. These are people who left the plane. And there looks like there are some who are not even here yet. One other thing, we need to go transportation capacity. We're still doing okay, but we are getting closer on some of these. So we might want to increase the frequency of some of these items. And we're probably going to add on another area here because this is just too much. But we're making money on all these spots. Ooh, there's an A380. Uh-oh. Look at that. We had an overflow plane coming over, which is interesting because that one should be able to handle it, but we have all of that. Oh, no, you're just leaving. Okay, never mind. And you can see that crossover like that. That's one of the things that drives me crazy. But look at our big old airplanes. We got the big old airplanes. So I'm incredibly excited about where we're at here. Watching the plane move, it's really fun sometimes. We can see that we're making money. We are doing all the things we need to do. We're up at over $800,000 per day, and it's a glorious, glorious thing. But we're going to kind of wrap this up at this point because I think we've done all of the things we need to do. 767, look at, I mean, this looks like a 737 compared to that. Like, it's just such a difference. 767 is a big plane, but not compared to an A380. So I think that's going to wrap up the series of Sim Airport. I want to thank you if you've watched this series or if you've just watched this video. I appreciate your time, and let me know what games I should check out because I have a lot more that I want to do, but I also want to do what you guys are interested in. So let me know what's up, and I will talk to you in a later one. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.